Greetings, wild ones, wildlings, and Indigo brothers and sisters. I'm just multitasking for this video. Just having a cup of coffee, and I just wanted to talk about the event and why I think it's like a virus. It's like it's caught on like a disease. It's like a virus, and why I think that is because everyone is talking about this so-called event, and I've mentioned it before, and it's like, well, if you can't beat them, join them. I might as well start talking about it too. But my perspective of the event is going to be completely different to everyone else's, and the reason I think it's like a virus that's spread throughout the spiritually enlightened community is because it's based on time, it's based on dates, like any event. And excuse me, I'm just having my coffee while I'm talking. And time, dates, calendars, it's all a form of bondage, isn't it? It's like saying that you can't reach your maximum of ascension or spiritual enlightenment until this date. Something is supposed to shift in the atmosphere or in the earth, or at a certain date and time, and you're not in control of that, someone else is. So you have all these advisors, all these so-called higher up hierarchy of spiritually enlightened teachers or knowers of this knowledge who have access to information that you don't have access to, and they are going to report when and how they feel this event will occur. And I'm just saying how I perceive it. To me, I don't understand it at all. I don't understand why there has to be an event at all. To me, spiritual enlightenment, spiritual ascension, ascending to 5D. 5D, from what I've learnt so far, is the love dimension. It is 5D is the love dimension. It's those feelings you get of love and compassion. Now, why do you need an event, a time, a date, a schedule for that? This is this is why I have a problem with this so-called event. And I think it's like a virus. It's like a time virus, and it's got so ridiculous. You have people who are reporting that they have symptoms, ascension symptoms, like the common cold and virus or headache is now a ascension symptom. So you can't even get sick anymore without it being some sort of symptom of ascending, because something has happened in the event, or the event is so-called event this mysterious event has occurred, or it's about to occur, and you feel the earth moving, you feel like you're ascending, and that's why you now have the flu. I've had a flu for 2 weeks already, and that's because I'm lazy and I can't be asked going out and picking some wild herbs that I know will cure that flu. Plantain is one. Blending it up in the blender and drinking that shit hard. I've been slack-ass lazy. That's why I've got the flippin' flu. I've not been looking after myself. It's been raining. I've gone and got wet and cold. You know, God, common sense, people. Common sense. Ascension symptoms happen from hard work, okay? It happens from hardcore fasting. You're going to get ascension symptoms then, because you're going to be, your third eye is going to explode. You are going to go into a different dimension, hardcore. And you do not need an event, and you do not need a time and a date to do that. You just need commitment to do it, and a little bit of sacrifice, like don't eat for a week, don't eat for 3 days, do a distilled water fast, do a juicing fast, do a fruit fast, and your third eye's going to pop, and you're going to get headaches, and you're going to get symptoms of detoxing, which are going to make you feel like you're sick, and those are the symptoms of ascension. Not some imaginary shift that you can't even see, you don't even know, someone else has told you, and now you believe it. It's like ridiculous, okay? This event is ridiculous, and that's why I have a problem with it. I have a problem with ascension dates. I have a problem with dates, period. To me, breaking out of bondage, breaking out of this matrix, is to not have to conform to time. You shouldn't have to have a time or a date for flipping anything. Look at a cat. Look at a cat. How a cat spends its life. It sleeps nearly all day. Do you think it cares what time or date it is, and the time and date that the ascension, the event, the spiritual ascension's going to come? No, it does not. It doesn't know anything about it. It doesn't even know about times and dates. So that's why I have a problem with this event schedule and all the other rubbish that's attached to it, and all the other nonsense that goes along with it. If you want to ascend and reach higher levels of consciousness and even go into another dimension, you do not need an event to make that possible. You can do it anytime, any day you want. Some people do it meditating, you know. They don't even need to purge their body of all the toxins. Maybe they're already on another level where they can still connect without having to turn to a spiritual diet to do so. But in my opinion, it takes a lot more than excuse me, that went down the wrong hole. Takes a lot more than waiting for some time and date where everyone is supposed to be reaching their spiritual ascension together. The faster that people reach a higher spiritual consciousness, the better, and they don't need to wait for a time and a date to do so. You know, just change your lifestyle. take up spiritual practices like the yogi siddhas do. They're already there. Where do you think they go when they meditate for years, like the Indian boy that sat under a tree with no food or water for, I don't know, a year? Where do you think he went? He went into another dimension. He went somewhere else. Where do you think people go when they're in a coma? They're not dead, are they? They're living another life somewhere else, and they didn't need a schedule for that. And in fact, that was an unscheduled event that they didn't ask for. So, you know, a lot of people are not going to like my perspective of this, but I can't help but express my frustration with it, because I think that the message is not correct, and people are just getting stupid with it. They're like thinking they don't have to do any spiritual work at all, and that you know, when they get a headache at work, it's a sign that they've reached some high spiritual consciousness without having done any work at all to gain it. And it's just because they've got a headache. Oh, it must be the event. It must be my higher consciousness. It must be me ascending. Oh yeah, that's right. It's an ascension symptom. No, it's not. It's a freaking headache, moron. Like you've had for many years before and will continue to have many years after the so-called event. Anyway, that's my rant for today. I know a lot of these totally gone off the deep end fanatics are not going to like this video, but it's not for them. It's for people who can think for themselves and use their own discretion in their own mind and have a bit of common sense. Okay, but that's just my opinion. That's just how I see it. I don't get it. I don't get it at all. And for me, breaking free of bondage is breaking free from time. Breaking free from events. Breaking free from a calendar. If that makes any sense. So, anyway. Thanks for watching Reflections. And leave a comment below if you have anything to add. And yeah, stay wild. Don't conform to any event, any time schedule, anything that's not your own flow. Go with the flow. You only have one life to live, and you don't know when that's going to be up. So don't let anyone tell you how to live it and how to ascend spiritually and give you a time and a date for that. You're free soul. So you need to stay free and claim your independence as a free spiritual being, and you will ascend, and it will happen in your time when it's meant to, not by someone else's schedule, not when someone else tells you, whether it's from another galactic being, from another planet or not. You're in charge of your world, and it's your world is your creation. So, anyway, that's my rant for today. Much love. Bye for now. And I'll see you in the next one.